it's Chrissy, the realty queen. Buying, selling, staging, she's the best you've ever seen. Oh, it's Chrissy, the OG Denton realtor. She's your one-stop shop, local expert and more. It's Chrissy.
It's Christy!
Hey, Christy!
I love it. That sounds so cute. See, she introduced herself, so I'm good. Okay, this is Christy, who I love and I adore. She's with SPS Roofing.
Yes.
And we are here to answer some questions. Just talk briefly for a second about roofing, because this is something that as a realtor, I get questions about all the time. We negotiate, we deal with, and it can be crazy, especially this time of year,
This
right?
is the season. Yeah.
Tis the
April,
season.
May, June, yeah.
North Texas storms, right?
Yes.
They're fun.
And they hit us this week.
Yeah,
Hard.
yeah, they did, and we're still raining, and it's fun. I've sat down and looked at the clouds outside. I'm like, oh, here we go, another storm.
Yes.
So I guess first, let's just talk about, give some tips, what you recommend, because you and I both know that right now you get a lot of people that start calling. As soon as there's a storm, they're door knocking, they're calling.
Right. Yeah, anybody that's in the neighborhood, like, look, we're both in the
Yes.
neighborhood, so we're getting inundated right now with roofers. You get a lot of what we call fly-by-night roofers, so we ask you just to always try to do business with somebody you know, somebody local. You know, we're originally from Denton, we're in Argyle. Two of us that work for the company are in Denton, so go with somebody that's local and somebody that you know, and someone that's going to be there when the storm is over. That's the most important thing, because just when the roof is finished, you're not done. You've still got depreciation to talk about, you've still got finish out to talk about, you know, and occasionally there's repairs that need to come back and done, and you want somebody that you know you can call, they're going to pick up the phone, and they're going to be out soon, and just that they're going to be around again. You know.
No, that makes sense, because you're right, because I do see a lot of we have a storm and we call them storm chasers. They literally will. I myself, when we sold our home in Oakmont, we actually used Christy and SPS Roofing. They did a great job, by the way, so I stand by them. But I remember whenever we were looking, someone's like, hey, like, here, have this guy. Well, this guy starts calling me, and I finally didn't answer his phone after a couple times, because I told him, hey, I have my preferred contractors I like to work with that I know and I trust. Well, he would call me and leave a message, and then call me, I wouldn't answer. He changed his phone number, like to a local 940 number, because he was coming from a different state. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's shady, you know? It really is. Like, he got a Google number or something, and he called me from it, and I was like, wow. So
yeah, I posted a picture of this last storm, so in 17. So, you know, Texas is just notorious. About every 4 years we're going to get a storm, and so, you know, timing is almost just perfect right now for that to happen. But in 17, I was driving by my church in Argyle, and there were mobile homes and or motor homes, not mobile homes, parked all in that parking lot with different companies all lined up, loading up signs and flyers and stuff. And, you know, you could just tell we were just being inundated. And especially the season that we're coming off of with COVID, I know we don't want to use that as an excuse, but, you know, it has affected everybody financially. It's affected roofers, affected homeowners. So you're going to get a lot of roofers in town that we call are hungry. I mean, you know, we're all looking for business, but they go where the storms are. And, you know, one thing I want to encourage you is to not be nervous and feel pressured into signing with somebody. They come in and they're like, okay, time is of the essence. You got to sign. You got to get on their schedule. You got sign right here. Give us a deposit. Don't ever feel pressured. If someone's pressuring you, there's normally a reason for that. Yeah. So just take your time. I mean, your house isn't going anywhere. If you've got leaks, obviously call somebody that you know and trust to come out and at least try to cover those leaks for you. We can tarp them. We can, you know, do some minor repairs. So of course, while the roof is still wet, you know, it's dangerous to get up there for one. So keep your roofers in mind too, you know, when you're asking them to do certain things, because it is a dangerous profession. And when it's raining and it's wet, it's slick. So you, as a homeowner, really don't even want them up there. No. But so use caution with that. But I would encourage you just not to feel pressured. You know, there's plenty of roofers, there's plenty of supplies. You're going to get your roof done. It's going to take some time to get your insurance agent out there anyway. Yeah,
that's true, especially when there is that big storm.
Yes.
Because they get calls just like we all do. It's
that's
like,
right.
what I do. So they have their, you know, they're working their numbers, their estimates, their quotas. Right. I do like you said, you come back after the job, because that was huge to me. Is like, you actually like came back and made sure like it was all clean afterwards. They didn't like have stuff in my pool. Yes. You know, because they're up there. They're throwing stuff. I mean, it happens. Like anytime work's being done, contractors, things will be thrown and fall and drop. But y'all did a really good job of making sure. And even, which I love, not everybody does this, they knocked on my neighbor's doors to tell them, hey, FYI, we are putting on a roof next door. Sorry if we're going to be a little loud,
Right.
but just to let them know, like, if our trucks get in your way. So my neighbors really thought a lot of that, because it just showed respect. Like, hey, yes, we might, be a little disruptive while you're on a Zoom call, but we're going to be there and we're going to be doing
right.
it. So
please let us know, right?
Yeah,
Just let us know if we're doing something wrong. And I did say something to Christy, with all these door knockers, kind of think about it as, the political season that we just had. If you want somebody, call a roofer that you like or trust and have them come put a sign in your yard, and it deters other roofers from knocking on your door.
I love that idea.
So,
I never thought about that, because you're right, because if it's out there, they're going to be like, oh, they probably already got it, even if you don't have a deal.
Yeah. And they may still put something in your mailbox or something, but, almost right now you don't want anybody knocking on your door anyway.
Yeah.
So to help prevent them, I think 90% of us are working from home still. So if that's driving you crazy, call a roofer that you know and love and have them come put a sign out for you.
And one thing is, we're going to just say it out there, because a lot of people ask, my deductible. Oh, these people can waive my deductible.
They cannot waive your deductible.
That is, I'm pretty sure, illegal. I think it's illegal,
It's
right?
illegal.
It's illegal.
So you do the right thing.
Sure.
As a homeowner,
Yes.
regardless of what your roofer or any general contractor or any sub tells you, you do what you know is right. And so if you're willing to ask somebody to break the law for you, that's don't do that. Because that puts everybody kind of in a bad situation. But right now we're legally not supposed to cover deductibles.
And
unless
honestly,
that's changed, and I don't know that it has.
No, not that I'm aware of. And I always tell my clients too, like, even though we're not insurance sales, like, sometimes these people like go with the 2% deductibles because the payment's cheaper.
Right.
You think about that, because if you end up having a roof that's like,
you have a $20,000.
That's it. I've had that happen, and
huge.
it like the deal of the house had to fall apart because my clients could not afford to do the deductible.
Okay, speaking of falling apart, we can, if you're in contract with somebody.
Let's not fall apart. Okay.
Let's not fall apart.
Okay.
If you're in contract right now, if you're in contract with Chrissy and you need a new roof, if your house is in contract, we can do that roof for you and take money at closing. So if that's deterring you from closing, don't let that. We'll be glad to help you get through that. And also, you're a buyer's agent. So just, we can go out there and do free inspections for you and look at roofs that you have on the market right now and kind of help deter some unforeseen, problems. But so just call us. We'd love to help.
And I will. I even have them out to my new house to look, because there's this one part that like all the water comes through like the brick at the front of my house, and I'm like the gutters, so it's like things like, and I really know I need a leaf guard. I just need to break down, and I'm like, I don't wish a storm, but I do need a leaf guard, so just the biggest thing here I think would be just contact someone local. Go with someone that has the reviews, has the reputation. Just because you see a sign in your neighborhood with 5 people getting that roof doesn't mean that's a good company, because sometimes it can easily be the door knockers.
Yes,
because they're
and we do have. we're blessed to be in a county. We have some great roofers.
Oh yeah, we really do. That's it. It was really hard because I'm like, I have lots of roofer friends that I love and I trust, but I was like, Christy's kind of my girl, and they took care of my roof, and and that's the thing is like, I like to say thanks, and plus you are so involved in the community, and I think that's huge too. I love it whenever you get these successful companies that no matter what, they give back. And so to me, that's huge on your company. The fact that y'all are not just a greedy roofer that just goes and buys a brand new truck and drives around town and door knocks. Y'all give it back. So, and then I guess that's, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we didn't cover that's
just
really
no pressure. You know what? Everybody's worried about the roof. It is, your biggest asset, and you want to have it taken care of. So make sure you're doing everything that you can do to make sure it's taken care of.
And then I guess, HOAs. Let's quickly chat about HOAs and roofs, because I know, I don't live in one now, but I did. If I'm remembering right, some HOAs are really particular about roof colors.
Yeah, and us as SPS, we check with your HOA.
Yes.
We know you have an HOA. We'll do that legwork for you.
Okay.
And a lot of times we'll come meet with you first and only bring those sample of colors, so it doesn't distract you and you're going to pick, black, and they won't allow black in. I don't want, it's almost like picking out a wedding dress.
That's it is. Yeah. Well, like honestly, I'm sitting here with the derby hat. When she came in, poor Christy, I was like trying on derby hats. I'm like, which one looks best for me? It'll be fun. So but it is, and that's where you have these professionals that come in and you help do it. And it is stressful, but a roof can easily be put on in like a day or two.
In a day,
and
there have been contractors that put the wrong color on and had to come back and do it again. So we we'll get registered with your HOA too prior to putting the roof on. We let them know we're coming. We let them know what day. We help with the color selection. We're only going to show you the colors that you can pick. And we try to take as much work away from you as we can. It doesn't always work out that way, but we truly do try to take it away from you.
You did for me, because I mean, and like you said, even with the depreciation, you went back and you helped me. You did all that.
We'll file that with you and help you walk you through that process and that kind of stuff.
I would have been lost, even though I negotiate contracts all day. That's not my specialty.
That's right.
So that's yours. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us. I love you
Yes.
too.
Christy's so sweet. Oh, we're so cute. Okay, well, thank you all. I will make sure that we put her contact info in the comments so you have it if you have any questions.
Look forward to answering anything.
Reach out to me, Christy, and we'll get you taken care of.
Thank
Y'all have a good weekend. Bye.
Hey, it's Chrissy, the realty queen. Buying, selling, staging, she's the best you've ever seen. Oh, it's Chrissy, the OG Denton realtor. She's your one-stop shop, local expert and more. It's Chrissy Malou, and she does